Please be seated. Good afternoon. We gather today to recognize the outstanding accomplishments and scholarly achievements of our underclassmen. The conferring of scholastic awards is a tradition that dates back to the 18th century. The Phi Beta Kappa Society is the oldest academic honor society in the United States. It was founded in 1776 during the Revolutionary War at the College of William and Mary, the alma mater of Thomas Jefferson. The society was named after the initial letters of a Greek motto meaning, quote, "Love of learning is the guide of life," end quote. According to historical records, Andrew Wilson, Kiski's founder, presided over the school's first award ceremony in 1902. That program included musical offerings, athletic and academic recognitions, speeches, and recitations. In modern times, Kiski's Honors Convocation has focused on acknowledging students for their exceptional work and efforts within and beyond our classrooms. I'm going to ask you at this time to please make sure your cell phones are turned off and put away, especially within the student body, right? Parents, right, you do get the exception to be able to take photographs of any memorable moments, right? But thank you for your cooperation on that so we don't have a disruption during the service. Today's program begins with remarks by Lauren Chesters, this year's student speaker. Lauren's time at Kiski has been distinguished by academic excellence and outstanding achievements. Lauren joined Kiski as a sophomore. He is earnest, hardworking. Lauren, I'm looking at you. Humble. Lauren represents the best of our Kiski students. He continually works to bridge the gap between academics, athletics, and the arts. He has impressed our entire community with his strong dedication to scholarly pursuits, and we've all come to appreciate his cheerful nature and his dedication to his classmates and the students in Vallejos Hall, where he is a prefect. In the fall, Lauren will be attending Washington and Lee University. We're certainly going to miss him here at Kiski, but we know he will go on to accomplish great things. It is my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Lauren Chesters.
Thank you, Dr. Ott, for the kind words. Thank you to all my devoted fans who showed up today. I would like to begin by congratulating every single student gathered here today. Finishing a year of high school is no easy task. Every day, we have faced challenges from the classroom to the athletic field to the dorms. But one way or another, each of us overcame these challenges, and now we are just a few days from the finish line. Aside from the inevitable teary farewells, only one set of obstacles lie between us and a much-needed summer vacation, and those are our final exams. I'll start with advice for us seniors that most of us took into action about 6 months ago. Take it easy. A lot of teachers are giving me nasty looks right now, I know, but I will always stand by what I believe in. Study where and when you can, but we are at the end of our journey and deserve to enjoy the last week as Kiski students stress-free. Plus, with the academically lethal condition known as senioritis taking our class by storm, many of us are a lost cause at this point anyway. But to the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, I trust that all of you are smart enough and motivated enough to understand that finals are to be taken seriously at this point in your Kiski careers. And they should not just be viewed as a mere task to be dealt with, but an opportunity to display the wealth of knowledge you have acquired throughout the year. And trust me, I know how tempting it is to slack off at the end. But at the end of a race, do you ease up and coast through the finish line? Or do you dig deep and give it everything you've got left? You've been persistent all year long. Why slow down now? Or in other words, lock in. That might hit harder. We're a pretty simple-minded generation. Funnily enough, as I was writing this speech and reflecting on my persistent journey through Kiski, Diego Castro came up to me, looked me dead in the eyes, and randomly asked me to say, "bottle of water," in a pretty horrific English accent. So I reluctantly replicated his attempt, but it made me think that I could compare my journey here to water itself. So let's imagine that each assignment, responsibility, and challenge that I decided to push through is a single drop of water. Of course, just one water droplet is soft and weak, perhaps powerless. But with time, that same powerless drop, repeated again and again, will scratch away at the rock that confines it. Water is persistent. It will continue to scratch away for the rest of eternity, choosing its own path and in its journey, sculpting wonders. For example, the Grand Canyon, an odyssey of natural beauty stretching 277 miles in length, up to 18 miles wide and over a mile deep, was carved by countless droplets of water, each one seemingly powerless on its own, yet unstoppable in persistence. Each hardship we choose to face head-on molds us into something greater. We all dream of greatness. Now, William Shakespeare and also my friend Paco Aguilera once said, "Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them." Let's be honest, being born great is a myth, and sadly in life, we cannot count on greatness being thrust upon us. But remember that the option to achieve greatness is always within our grasp. So with that in mind, I urge you to, like the water, live your life with persistence, knowing that beyond the agonizing frustration and the pain of repetition, Grand Canyons await you. I urge you all to pursue your passions with grit and real determination, because no pain is greater than the regret of not trying. Now in this speech, I was asked to highlight the importance of academics, but sooner or later, we all find out that high school is so much more than that. I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice in the hopes that you will realize it a whole lot sooner than I did. So if you were zoned out, now might be the time to, again, for the lack of a better phrase, I'm sorry, lock in. Number 1, cherish your friends. One of the struggles of being at Kiski is that many of us are essentially living 2 lives. We come from all corners of the world to this place and form what, in the moment, we believe are truly unbreakable bonds. But sadly, it's easy to go our separate ways and slowly lose contact with those who are crucial components of our journey into adulthood. So promise your friends, and more importantly, promise yourself that you will not become strangers. Text, call, whatever. Keep the fire burning, keep the friendships alive. You will thank yourself for making these relationships more than just memories. Secondly, show gratitude. We have all complained about being at Kiski, but there are billions of people who would do anything to have the opportunities and the freedom that we have right now. It's tough to admit, but almost all of our problems here at Kiski are actually privileges. Social battery at the end of a busy day. And it's the greatest privilege of all to have people mean so much to you that the idea of saying goodbye seems impossible. Countless people in each of our lives have made sacrifice after sacrifice to get us to where we are today. It's important to thank these people, to let them know that their sacrifices are acknowledged and appreciated. So I'd like to selfishly take this opportunity to thank just a few of the people that have helped me on my journey. Firstly, Mr. Bonds and Mr. Serbin. I don't think I've ever seen leaders of any community who want the best for the people in it as much as you guys do. Perhaps without realizing, you two have taught me how to lead with compassion and kindness, and have helped me thrive in my transition from a boy to a man, so thank you. Secondly, to all my friends gathered here under this tent, you guys and girls have been great. There are some of you I wish I'd gotten to know better in our time together, and not making that effort is something that I genuinely regret. I also regret knowing far too much about some of you. But whether I wish we'd grown closer, or I've had the misfortune of your feet being dangerously close to my mouth, you have all made me laugh, smile, and have helped to make my Kiski experience truly unforgettable. So thank you. Lastly, like everyone should be, I'm extremely grateful for my parents. Mom and Dad, you guys have made the greatest sacrifice of all. Not only have you invested thousands of dollars into my education and growth as a person when you didn't have to, but you have sacrificed something infinitely more precious, your time as parents. You've had to let go of me to let me find myself. And although it's been difficult, I couldn't be more grateful that you were willing to make that sacrifice. I hope I'm speaking to them right now. I told them I was giving this super cool speech, and it'd be great if they could watch it live. And of course, all I got back in return was the good old thumbs up emoji from my dad. But anyway, my third and final piece of advice. Please, please, please make meaningful memories. Because let me tell you, before long, you will not be freshmen, sophomores, and juniors in this tent, but graduates. And like me, you'll find yourself asking, where'd all the time go? Wishing you'd done more. Because unfortunately, it's only in the fleeting moments like these, when time is short and emotions are high, that we realize the significance of what we have. So remember, cherish those close to you, show gratitude, and make memories that will last a lifetime. Do these things, and you will learn to love what you have, before life teaches you to love what you've lost. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Well done. Good afternoon. I am Brendan Moriarty, the Director of Studies. We are gathered here this afternoon to reenact a very old academic tradition, the conferring of honors to scholars. We encourage and we require our students at Kiski to take part in many activities, extracurricular and social. These are very important, but we must never lose sight of the primary objective of the school, and that is scholarship. We are recognizing achievement today. Only those who have attained academic excellence through honest, hard work know what the real rewards are. I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Brad Kwiatek, Secretary of the Kiski chapter of the Cum Laude Society.
Thank you, Mr. Moriarty. At this time, I would like to invite the seniors who were inducted into the Cum Laude Society last year to join me on stage. Francisco Aguilera, Charlie Boone, Radomir Brizgalov, Lauren Chesters, and Braden McNelly. The object of the Cum Laude Society is to promote learning and sound scholarship in secondary schools. The word cum laude from a Latin phrase meaning with high praise. The society was founded in 1906 by Dr. Abram W. Harris of the Tome School in Maryland to recognize students of exceptional scholarship and good character. Kiski's original chapter of the Cum Laude Society was established in 1951. The criteria for admissions of students to the Cum Laude Society is based on academic excellence, scholarship, love of learning, consistency in performance with special attention to achievement in grades 11 and 12, degree of difficulty of course load, and character, honor, and integrity in all aspects of school life. The motto of the society is Arete, Dike, Time, the Greek words for excellence, justice, and honor. Arete includes the concept of excellence in the moral sense. It is not limited to the ideal of superiority in scholarship, nor does it involve the endeavor of competing primarily for academic goals. Dike includes the concept of what is suitable and appropriate, as well as just. Time includes the concept of dignity and truth, as well as honor. This afternoon, members of the class of 2025 and the class of 2026 will be inducted. As I read your name, please come forward and join me on stage. 2025, Sharia Gulati and Hanjun Tung. 2026, Joseph Ezeko. Your distinguished record has won your membership in the Cum Laude Society. This society is a fellowship of scholars whose purpose is to recognize excellence in academic work. As you pursue your education, it is our hope that you will accept the honor of membership in this society as a responsibility to contribute to the ongoing search for greater understanding of humanity and society. In testimony of your admission to the Cum Laude Society, by the authority of the society duly granted, we now present each of you with a certificate of membership and the key to the society. You guys can go ahead and show. Joey, this way. Oh, you should have shaken all their hands.
Good evening. I would like to invite Miss Mock to present the Colonel Daub Society Awards. Miss Mock.
Good evening. The Colonel Daub Society recognizes those students who have demonstrated an exemplary commitment to community service during the past year. The society is named in honor of John J. Daub, Kiski class of 1901. After graduating from Princeton, Colonel Daub returned to his alma mater and served the school for decades as a beloved teacher of English literature, dormitory master, and briefly as headmaster. He left Kiski only twice to serve in the First and Second World Wars. His commitment to serving his country, his school, and the greater community formed the ideals and principles of the Colonel Daub Society. As the Director of Residential Life and the head of Daub Dormitory, I am deeply honored to present this award. When I arrived at Kiski last summer, I immediately noticed a photo of the Colonel and photos of his two sons who gave their lives during World War II, hanging in Daub Hall near the main entrance. Reading about their dedication and sacrifice brought me to tears, especially as my own young son came to mind. At this time, let us all note that the contributions of Colonel Daub and the sacrifices of his family for both community and country live on at Kiski through those who gave their time and talents to the school in the past year. I would now like to recognize several students who have engaged in exceptional service to the community by logging over 30 volunteer hours this academic year. As your name is announced, please join me on the stage to receive your certificate and pins. Francisco Aguilera, Lauren Chesters, Wade Collins, Alexa Deng, Logan Gates, Christian Guadalupe, Joseph Izeko, Tristan Morrison, and Kyun Fan.
Stay here, take a photo.
I will now present several certificates of merit and recognition of student achievement in science and the humanities. One procedural note. Students earning awards should rise and enter the stage to my left, receive the award, and exit the stage to my right. The University of Rochester is pleased to sponsor these prestigious awards that recognize high school juniors' outstanding achievements in leadership and academics. The recipients of these awards will have their University of Rochester application fee waived and will be eligible to be considered for merit scholarships worth at least $10,000 per year. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award in the Humanities and Social Sciences is attained by a member of the junior class in recognition of outstanding academic achievement and superior intellectual promise in the humanities and social sciences. This year's Humanities and Social Sciences Award is presented to Joseph Izeko. Joey, well done. Whoop. Sorry, man. There we go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The Bausch and Lomb Award is given to that member of the junior class in recognition of outstanding academic achievement and superior intellectual promise in the field of science. This year's Bausch and Lomb Award is presented to Quinn Fan. Okay, congratulations. Smile. Okay. All right, there you go. Congratulations, Quinn. Good. The George Eastman Young Leaders Award is presented to a member of the junior class who has shown outstanding school leadership as well as academic achievement. This year's George Eastman Young Leaders Award is presented to Kieran Rin. Well done, Kieran. On behalf of the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, we congratulate our next recipient on being awarded the Rensselaer Medal. Founded in 1824, Rensselaer is the oldest technological institution in North America, and it is in the capital region of New York State. This prestigious award has been awarded since 1916 to one student in any given high school and is designed to recognize that student's strength and success in the fields of mathematics and science. Medalists who apply, are admitted, and enroll at Rensselaer are awarded a scholarship worth $30,000 per year. This year's Rensselaer Medal recipient is Ellen Bash. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Mr. Pete Bonds to bring up the department chairs. Thank you.
For years at Kiski, we have recognized seniors at the end of their Kiski careers for their achievement in individual subject areas. These prizes are given at the senior awards ceremony the night before graduation. Since 1988, Kiski has recognized underclassmen for outstanding achievement as well. The department chairs will now present this year's Academic Achievement Awards. When your name is announced, please come to the stage, entering on my left and departing on my right. Mr. Brad Kwiatek will now announce the English Awards. Mr. Kwiatek.
Thank you, Mr. Bonds. The English Department Achievement Awards go to freshman, Milo Vinovich. Was I close? Sophomore, Charlotte Cruz. Junior, Joseph Azeko. Come up. Thank you. We also have an award that goes to an underclassman for their creative writing skills. Please welcome Cheo Stevenson to the stage.
Congratulations. Take a picture of these.
Thank you.
Okay, next we will hear from our History Department Chairman, Mr. Vince Kwiatek.
The History Department Achievement Awards go to freshman Maxwell Provost. Sophomores Parker Hanna. And Daniel Moriarty. And junior, Graham Crowder. We would also like to recognize two students who deserve recognition for their research papers. Graham Crowder wins first place for his paper titled How Women's Roles During World War II Paved the Way for Gender Equality. And Joey Izeka wins second place for his paper. paper, A Nation's Health, The Rise of Inclusion in American Healthcare, 1940s to 1960s.
We will now hear from our Fine Arts Department Chair, Mr. Andy Scott. Mr. Scott.
The Fine Arts Department Achievement Award goes to the following freshmen: Damien, pardon me with the pronunciation, Garaschenko. Mia Garaschenko. Alec Maboya. And Kathleen Zane. I'll call up the rest. Sophomore, Kevin Lee. Where'd it go, Kevin? And junior, Nathaniel Winter.
Congrats, Nathaniel. Take a photo of Mr. Scott here.
Okay. Come on up. Come on up. Thanks, guys. Good job. We also have a special photography award to present to Michael Kavoris. Mike's at the state track meet and cannot join us today, but congratulate Mike. Thank you.
Next is our World Language Department Chair, Mr. Orsatti.
Excuse me. The World Language Achievement Awards go to freshman Milo Vidovic. To sophomore Allie Wagaman. And to junior Owen Borden-Puzzi.
Congrats, Owen. Here you go. Take a photo together. Our Mathematics Department Chair, Mrs. Tucker, will now hand out the Mathematics Awards. Mrs. Tucker.
The Mathematics Achievements Awards go to freshman Gary Hahn. Sophomore Allie Wagaman. And junior Ellen Bash.
Next are the Science Department Awards from the Science Department Chair, Mr. Buren.
The Science Department Achievement Awards go to freshman Josh Logan. Sophomore Kevin Lee. And junior Joseph Iseko.
Dr. Ott will now present several of the named awards.
The Blake Hamill Award is given in memory of Joseph Blake and John Hamill, members of the class of 1971 who perished in an automobile accident on the eve of graduation in 1970. The following year, this award was established to recognize a junior of special promise who best exemplifies the spirit of Joseph Blake and John Hamill. This year's award is presented to Joseph Iseko.
Take a photo with the whole.
The board's improvement awards are given to a sophomore and a junior who have shown marked improvement throughout the year in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. I am pleased to present the board's sophomore improvement awards to Diego Castro and Carter Walron. The winner of the Board's Junior Improvement Award is Luke Latimer. The Matthias Award is given to a member of the junior class who at all times displays honorable and respectful conduct on the athletic field as personified by Olympic gold medalist Robert Matthias, class of 1949. This year's award is presented to Mamadou Tall. The King Award is given in loving memory of Coulthard King, class of 1970, to that member of the junior class who has earned the highest scholastic average. This year's award is presented to Kaim Fan.
Okay, I would now like to introduce Mr. Brian Serban, Assistant Head of School. Mr. Serban.
Thank you, Mr. Bonds. The leadership program provides opportunities for our students to practice the important life skills of problem solving and team building through activities that are planned throughout the year and encourages our students to display a strong sense of character in everything they do. It is my pleasure to recognize these students that have distinguished themselves in this capacity throughout the year. For 9th grade, Caitlin John. For 10th grade, Ryan Mockenhaupt. And for 11th grade, Graham Crowder.
I'd now like to introduce Mrs. Ross, Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Good evening. I'd like to recognize this year's leaders of the Culture Pot. Co-presidents Yisbir Oli Juju and Francisco Aguilera Paco. Also, co-vice presidents Cheo Stevenson and Joseph Izico. Would you please stand? A Culture Pot leader's job is to help our community have a greater understanding of the diverse world in which we live. These students have done an excellent job communicating this during Culture Pot meetings, our celebration of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and during our morning meetings. These students have also facilitated roundtable discussions and led student diversity leadership conference workshops. As these students have voluntarily stepped into these leadership roles, I am sure that they've made all of us very proud. Could you give them a hand, please? Next year, the co-presidents will be Cheo Stevenson and Joseph Izico. The co-vice presidents will be Daniel Moriarty and Jake Wright. Gentlemen, please come to the stage.
I'd now like to introduce Mrs. Buren, Associate Head of School for Enrollment Management.
First, I'd like to thank our current K Club President, Lauren Chesters, and head tour guides to please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, I can't thank Lauren enough for his commitment and leadership during a year of exciting transition at Kiski. With a new head of school and the historic enrollment of girls, this year brought significant change, and we relied more than ever on our tour guides to provide our prospective families with a genuine and meaningful Kiski experience. As a K Club president, Lauren stepped up with grace and maturity. He not only led by example, but also served as a thoughtful mentor to his fellow students. Lauren, thank you so much for your time, your energy, and dedication to the K Club over the past several years, and especially your leadership this year. I also want to extend my gratitude to the head tour guides who have been extraordinary ambassadors for Kiski all year long. Thank you for sharing your time, your stories, and your Kiski pride with our families. And now, I'm very excited to announce the K Club president for the 25-26 school year, Rade Vignovich. Since joining Kiski, Rade has fully embraced everything our school has to offer. His approachable and welcome nature, along with his enthusiasm for Kiski, will make him an excellent representative of our community. The admissions team is excited to partner with him, and we look forward to his leadership in the coming year. It is also my pleasure to introduce our newly elected head tour guides for the 25-26 school year. Please join me on stage. Ellen Bash, Gabriela Diaz, Karen Wren, along with our junior head tour guides, Jonah Hilty. Danielle Moriarty. And Cheo Stevenson. We're grateful for your willingness to step into these important roles, and we can't wait to see the impact that you'll have on the year ahead. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce our director of the dining hall, Mr. Buren. The position of head waiter at Kiski is one with a long tradition. Much in the same way the prefects assist in dorms classes and on the athletic field, these young people assist students, faculty, and their families in the dining hall. They are the catalyst that makes the dining hall a smooth running operation. They carry out the many small tasks that make the dining hall experience unique and a very positive part of the overall Kiski experience. Will the current head waiters please stand for a round of applause? Thank you. It is with great pride that I announce the following appointments to the position of head waiter for the next school year. Please come to the stage as I call your name. Sergio Dubois. Michael Kavoris. Liam McElveen. And Quinn Fawn. And please join me in congratulating our new maitre d' for the 2025-26 school year, Gabriela Donato Diaz. And we will now announce next year's Honor and Discipline Council appointments. The Honor and Discipline Council meets to review cases that have been referred by the Associate Head of School or the Director of Studies. Faculty and students are part of the council. I am pleased to announce that the following students have been appointed to Kiski's Honor and Discipline Council for next year. Ellen Bash. Jeremy Zick. Graham Crowder. Gabriela Donato Diaz. Michael Kavoris.
Daniel Moriarty. Jacob Petnut. And Kieran Wren. We'd also like to thank and acknowledge the faculty who will continue to serve on next year's HDC. Vince Kwiatek, Leslie Poston, Chantel Kapustek, Carla Ross, Amanda Mock, Brendan Moriarty, John Williams, and Sarah Kinderman. Thank you very much.
We will now present prefect appointments for the 2025-26 school year. The role of prefect is one of the most coveted and respected leadership roles at Kiski. The skills and talents of the prefects go beyond being good students and good friends. These are the students who help keep the school running daily through their leadership. Without the prefects, Kiski would not be the great place to learn and live that it is today. In the past few years, the prefect system has evolved into a system that is very effective at what it does, but as with everything in life, it needs to be constantly updated. It is my hope and belief that this next group of prefects will go above and beyond. It is now my honor to introduce to you next year's group of prefects. As I call your name, please come to the stage, receive your pin, and then remain standing on the stage. Please hold your applause until the last name is called. Our senior prefects: Ellen Bash, Jeremy Bick, Owen Borden-Pussy, Graham Crowder, Gabby Donato Diaz, Christian Guadalupe, Brad Horton, Joey Ezeko, Zach McKnight, Jacob Petnich, Maite Plata, Kieran Wren, Josh Silnutzer, Rade Vignovic, Nathaniel Winter, Cy Zufall. Our junior prefects: Diego Castro, Braden Frischholz, Noah Hammond, James Kendall, Simon LaBelle, Kevin Lee, Ryan Mockenhaupt, Daniel Moriarty, Cheo Stevenson, and Jake Wright. Congratulations.
Jake, hold that up. Oh, it's got to wait in there. Yeah. That's Jake.
Please welcome Dr. Ott to the podium.
Thank you, Brian. The Clifford Brett Award is given to the member of the junior class who has been elected the next head prefect of the Kiski School. Please join me in congratulating next year's head prefect, Joseph Ezeko. Please another round of applause for our prefects here. It is my pleasure to introduce this afternoon's guest speaker, Nathan McCutcheon, class of 2003. While at Kiski, Mr. McCutcheon was a prefect in Clark Hall and McCall Hall. He was a K Club member, head waiter, 4-year varsity letterman, and All-American swimmer, which led to holding current pool and school records. Once he graduated from Kiski, Mr. McCutcheon was also inducted into the Kiski Hall of Fame. Nathan was an environmental science major and also an awarded swimmer at the University of Pittsburgh. Mr. McCutcheon is currently the vice president at McCutcheon Enterprises Incorporated, the owner of Voodoo Brewing Company at West Pike, and president of the New World Sales and Rental. Mr. McCutcheon has also been a Kiski board member since 2016. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
Good evening, and I would like to accept this academic award. Oh wait, no, that's never happened for me at this place. There's some teachers that will attest to that. Thank you, Dr. Ott, for your introduction. Let's give another round of applause for all the award recipients here today. Thank you to the esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the exceptional students we are here to celebrate today. It is with great humility and joy that I stand before you to commend each of you for your remarkable achievements. Today marks the culmination not only of your academic excellence, but also the triumph of perseverance, character, and inner strength. What a beautiful occasion we have here, yet to think back just several weeks ago, the devastation of the storms that ravaged this campus, and how beautiful the campus looks today. In this convocation, as we honor your dedication, I want to talk about the universal theme, a universal theme that the last few weeks have shown us, as well as what resonates deep within all of us, and that's adversity. Adversity is a word that carries weight, yet it is also a word that conveys growth. Each of us, at some point in our lives, has faced challenges that seem insurmountable. Yet, here we are, celebrating the extraordinary achievements of you students, many of whom have met adversity head-on and emerged stronger, wiser, and more determined. Adversity, though unwelcomed in the moment, is often the crucible that shapes our character and inspires greatness. To quote George Washington, the harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Allow me to share a story of one such triumph. Imagine a student who arrived at this institution sure of their goal, yet unsure of the path to get there, and grappled with the hard work and dedication it would take to get there. Over time, through sheer determination and the support of mentors and coaches, they not only found that they would get there, excelling in their academic endeavors, ultimately earning a scholarship to a top university, only to break their leg 1 week after high school graduation. Now, unsure if this goal is unachievable, now unsure if this goal is achievable anymore, not sure if this goal is achievable anymore, but with the knowledge of how to get there, having done it within these walls, he ultimately succeeded in coming back to compete for and win a college conference championship. That was my journey, and it is a testament to the power and resilience and the transformative strength that adversity can instill. My story is not unique. They are woven into the fabric of this convocation. Each of you students seated here today has faced obstacles, whether personal, academic, or societal, and have chosen to rise above them. This resilience embodies the very spirit of this institution. Perseverance rewarded, excellence achieved. Adversity teaches lessons that no textbook can impart. It reveals our vulnerabilities, tests our limits, but it also highlights our strengths in ways that often surprise us. It teaches us patience when solutions seem elusive, and courage when fear threatens to take hold. Most importantly, it teaches us empathy, as our struggles enable us to understand and uplift others who face their own battles. Let us not view adversity merely as a roadblock, but rather a launch pad. History is rich with examples of individuals who turned their setbacks into stepping stones. Dr. Maya Angelou, faced with poverty and discrimination, rose to become one of the most celebrated poets and activists. Nelson Mandela endured 27 years of imprisonment, emerging to unify a nation. And closer to home, many of you have persevered through illness, loss, and other difficulties, yet still stood fast in pursuit of your dreams. As you move forward, adversity will not magically disappear. It will evolve, presenting itself in new forms. However, the lessons you have learned here will guide you. Allow me to offer some strategies for navigating challenges in the future. Number one, embrace failure. Understand that failure is not the end, but a necessary step towards growth. It is through failure that innovation is born and resilience is cultivated. Number two, seek support. Never underestimate the power of community. Lean on your mentors, your friends, and your family. Ask for help when needed and offer it when possible. For those of you that aren't graduating, think of those adversities from this year and how you could have learned from your teachers and mentors more. Don't make the same mistake twice. For those of you that were not up here this year, you have the potential to exceed even your own expectations next year. Focus on the bigger picture In moments of difficulty, remind yourself why you started. Holding on to your vision and providing clarity and motivation amongst chaos. Eliminate the 3 P's to overcome any adversity, no matter what aspect of your life, your career, your studies, or your health have. The number 1 P that you need to eliminate is permanent. Once you've disappointed yourself so many times, you feel that it can be a permanent thing. Understand that nothing in life is permanent. Years ago, a famous actor, Tom Hanks, sat around a round table with his peers and said this: "This too shall pass." No matter what happens in life, this too shall pass. Do you feel bad right now? Do you feel angry? This too shall pass. Do you feel great? Do you feel like you have all the answers in the world? This too shall pass. Time is your ally, and if nothing else, just wait. The second P is pervasive. That means that if one thing in your life isn't great, that your whole life isn't great. You will then forget that you do have friends, you do have family, and the best of all, you're breathing. And number 3, the last of the P's, is personal. This is kind of the most important one of all. There is something wrong with me. When that starts, that becomes self-fulfilling, and you give up saying you aren't good enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not smart enough, I always screw it up. Trust me, it is not personal. Those are the 3 P's that you need to eliminate that will destroy your success to enter into your life. Again, focus on the bigger picture. And the number 4 strategy for navigating challenges is cultivating gratitude. Adversity often obscures the blessings we still have. Reflect on what remains in your life and let gratitude fuel your perseverance. Adversity is a catalyst for leadership. As members of the KISS community, and yes, community, because when you leave these walls, that is what you become. Many of you will go on to assume positions in leadership in your respective fields. Remember this: the trials you have endured uniquely position you to lead with empathy, authenticity, and insight. Great leaders are not defined by an unblemished path, but by the ability to rise from their failures, to motivate others, and to inspire resilience. When you step into leadership roles, share your stories, the moments of doubt, the battles you fought, and the victories you claimed. In doing so, you will not only inspire others, but also remind them that challenges are not the exception, but the universal experience. The Kiski community has faced significant challenges over the past 18 months, and I want to tell you a story, but need to provide a little context for it to make sense. Our children commute to Kiski every morning from our home in Apollo and ride with the faculty children who attend the Valley School of Ligonier, approximately 40 minutes away. I don't just come to campus, for those of you that have seen me on campus, sit around watching and inspecting all of you. In early September, I was on campus in the afternoon to pick up our children. Although school is not in session, preseason athletics were well underway. As I waited by the soccer fields for the bus, I observed various activities, the conditions of the campus, the student behavior, and the potential outstanding performers for this season. The boys' soccer team was practicing on one side of the field, and with recent changes, the girls practiced on the other. Shortly after practice ended, I noticed the new female students enjoying themselves, giving piggyback rides, and laughing, heading back to the bench. You, were not here for even a week and already had the century-old Kiski camaraderie in your hearts. This sight reassured me that everything was going to be all right. At the beginning of the year, no one from the students, the families, the faculty, Dr. Ott, to the Board of Trustees knew how transitioning to coeducation would unfold. While we had high hopes and expectations, we were aware of potential adversities. Together, we had addressed these challenges head-on, and looking back on your first year of coeducation, it is evident that they are, to quote F. Scott Fitzgerald, already behind us. Somewhere back in the vast obscurity beyond the city, where the dark fields of the Republic rolled on under the night. This success is truly commendable and deserves some recognition. There's an inherent sense of community at the Kiski School that may be difficult to understand without experiencing it firsthand. I mentioned earlier that you become part of the Kiski community when you leave these walls, but that isn't true. From the moment you arrive, you are embraced by this unique atmosphere, and you are Kiski. Let's celebrate resilience. Today, as we confer honors upon you, we celebrate not just your achievements, but the strengths behind them. Take pride in your journey, the long nights, the sacrifices, the hurdles that you overcame. Each of these badges of honor, a testament to your character. As you leave these ceremonies and embark on your next chapter, carry with you the lessons that adversity has taught you. Harness your resilience, stay true to your values, and continue to strive not just for success, but for significance. The world needs your talent and your tenacity more than ever. Congratulations to each of you as you embark on your remarkable achievements. You are living proof that adversity, when met with challenges and perseverance, is but a canvas upon which greatness is painted. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to this class of honors. The future is yours. Go and conquer it. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Mr. McCutcheon, for those inspiring words. I'd like to offer my congratulations again to all the students who were honored here this afternoon for their hard work and outstanding accomplishments. The school is only as good as its students, and we are especially grateful to all of you for your dedication and everything you do to make Kiski a strong academic institution. This time of year is always bittersweet. This occasion marks the last time we'll formally gather as a school. And this is the last assembly in which our underclassmen and seniors will participate together. We are very proud of the class of 2025. Collectively, we have a great deal of affection for this group of seniors. Please join me in thanking the class of 2025 for everything they've given to Kiski as we extend our best wishes to all of them in their college careers. We are now presenting an award in honor of Marcus Muster, who retired 3 years ago after being a dedicated faculty member, director of technology and a varsity coach for football, baseball, and wrestling. Hundreds of Kiski students remember fondly
playing for Coach Muster and his enthusiasm for the Kiski Cougars and also the Cleveland Browns. The Marcus Muster Coaching Award is given to a Kiski coach who, in the opinion of his or her peers, has profoundly influenced the members of their team, demonstrated an unwavering commitment to sportsmanship and to fair play, and shown a dedication to the growth and development of their players. The award this year is being given to John T. Laux. By the way, Kiski has won the PAISSA state tournament in soccer the last 5 years. Congratulations, Coach Laux. That is truly a testament to your superior coaching style and the way that you train your athletes. Finally, I'm pleased to present the Clyde Slees Teaching Prize, which has been given to a member of the faculty each year since 2007. This award was conceived by Clyde Slees, a member of the class of 1962, in appreciation for the dedicated teachers who touched his life while he was a Kiski student. The award is given to a faculty member who, in the opinion of our colleagues, has made a significant impact on the boys and girls they teach through their solid knowledge of subject matter and sincere interest in their students. The winner of this year's Clyde Slees Teaching Prize is Francine Tucker. Thank you for your kind attention this afternoon. Families and guests are invited to a reception at the Student Center directly following this program. Students, I wish you all good luck with your final exams. And please remain seated until the faculty has recessed. Thank you.